Let me ask you something real. How much longer are you going to carry that weight? How much longer are you going to drag yesterday's pain into today's possibilities? Listen to me carefully. You have two choices in this life. Let go or be dragged. And right now, what you're holding on to isn't protecting you. It's destroying your future. If you're ready to break free from the chains that are holding you back, hit that subscribe button right now. Because today, we're going to cut those chains together. I know you're tired. Tired of feeling stuck. Tired of carrying baggage that doesn't even belong to you anymore. Today, I'm going to share with you 7 powerful things you need to let go of right now. Things that are silently sabotaging your dreams, your peace, and your purpose. If you stay with me until the end, I promise you, you'll walk away lighter, stronger, and ready to claim the future that's waiting for you. Habit 1. Let go of past mistakes. Your past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. Listen, everyone has made mistakes. Everyone has failed. Everyone has done something they wish they could take back. But here's what separates winners from losers. Winners learn from their past and move forward. Losers replay their mistakes like a broken record and let guilt become their prison warden. You can't drive forward while constantly looking in the rear-view mirror. Your mistakes don't define you unless you let them. What defines you is what you do after you fall. Do you stay down or do you get back up? Every moment you spend beating yourself up over something you can't change is a moment stolen from the future you could be building. That guilt you're carrying, it's heavy, and it's keeping you from running toward your destiny. You think you're being responsible by punishing yourself, but all you're doing is giving your past permission to destroy your future. Tonight, I want you to write down every mistake you're still carrying, every failure, every regret. Write it all down on a piece of paper. Then I want you to say out loud, I forgive myself. I learned the lesson. Now I'm moving forward. And then, this is important, destroy that paper, rip it up, burn it, whatever you need to do. Let it go physically so you can let it go mentally. Abidu. Let go of toxic relationships. You cannot reach your full potential while carrying people who don't support your growth. Here's a hard truth. Not everyone who started the journey with you deserves to finish it with you. Some people were only meant to be in your life for a season. And that's okay. And that's okay. And that's okay. And that's okay. Here's a hard truth. What's not okay is when you keep watering dead plants, hoping they'll come back to life. Some relationships are draining your energy, dimming your light, and pulling you away from your purpose. I'm not just talking about romantic relationships. I'm talking about friends who don't celebrate your wins, family members who constantly criticize your dreams, colleagues who spread negativity everywhere they go. These people are like anchors tied to your ankles while you're trying to swim, and you wonder why you're drowning. Successful people understand something that most don't. Your circle determines your future. Show me your 5 closest friends, and I'll show you your future. If you're surrounded by people who gossip, complain, and make excuses, guess what? That's who you're becoming. But if you surround yourself with people who dream big, work hard, and push you to be better, that's who you'll become. Take inventory of your relationships right now. Ask yourself, does this person add value to my life? Or do they drain me? Do they support my growth? Or do they try to keep me small? If someone consistently makes you feel worse about yourself, it's time to create distance. You don't owe anyone an explanation. Protect your peace. Protect your energy. Your future depends on it. This is Habitue. Let go of the need for approval. The moment you stop seeking validation from others is the moment you become unstoppable. Why are you living your life trying to impress people who don't even know their own purpose? Why are you dimming your light so others feel comfortable? Why are you making decisions based on what they might think instead of what you know is right? Let me tell you something. The people whose opinions you're so worried about aren't paying your bills. They're not walking your path. They're not living with the consequences of your choices. So why are you giving them so much power? The need for approval is a silent killer. It stops you from taking risks. It stops you from speaking your truth. It stops you from chasing your dreams because you're too afraid of what people might say. And here's the kicker. Most people are so focused on their own lives that they're not even thinking about you. That criticism you're so afraid of, it lives more in your head than in reality. Winners don't wait for permission. Winners don't need a standing ovation before they make a move. Winners understand that their worth isn't determined by likes, comments, or validation from people who don't matter. Your value is inherent. You were born with it. Stop giving strangers and acquaintances the power to determine your destiny. Starting today, make one decision, just one based purely on what you want, not what others expect. Maybe it's starting that business you've been dreaming about. Maybe it's saying no to something you don't want to do. Maybe it's posting that content you've been too scared to share. Do it afraid. Do it without permission. Do it for you. Abby Kate. Let go of limiting beliefs. The biggest prison people live in is the one they build in their own mind. You know what's holding you back more than anything else? It's not your circumstances. It's not your resources. It's not even your past. It's the lies you keep telling yourself. I'm not smart enough. I'm not talented enough. I don't have what it takes. People like me don't succeed. These limiting beliefs are chains you've wrapped around your own potential, and you're the only one who can break them. Where did these beliefs come from? Maybe a teacher told you that you weren't good enough. Maybe a parent said you'd never amount to anything. Maybe you failed once and convinced yourself that failure was your identity. But here's what you need to understand. Those beliefs aren't facts. They're just stories you've been telling yourself for so long that you started believing they were true. Every successful person you admire had to overcome limiting beliefs. Every champion had to silence the voice that said they couldn't do it. The difference between them and everyone else? They decided that their belief in themselves was stronger than anyone else's doubt. They decided to rewrite their story. Identify one limiting belief that's been holding you back. Write it down. Now, next to it, write the opposite truth. For example, I'm not smart enough becomes I'm capable of learning anything I commit to. Every morning for the next week, say that new truth out loud 10 times. Rewire your brain. Replace the lie with the truth. You are not who you were told you are. You are who you decide to be. Habit Simph. Let go of perfectionism. Perfection is the enemy of progress, and progress is the path to greatness. How many dreams have died because someone was waiting for the perfect moment? How many businesses never launched because the plan wasn't perfect? How many books never got written because the first draft wasn't perfect? Perfectionism isn't about excellence, it's about fear. It's fear disguised as standards. It's procrastination, dressed up in a suit and tie. Here's the truth. There is no perfect moment. There is no perfect plan. There is no perfect version of you that's coming someday. All you have is right now, and right now is messy, imperfect, and uncertain. And that's exactly when you need to move. Success doesn't come from perfect execution. Success comes from consistent action, even when it's imperfect. You know what separates successful people from everyone else? They're willing to be bad before they're good. They're willing to be embarrassed. They're willing to fail forward. They understand that version 1 doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to exist. Because version 2 can't exist until version 1 is out there. Think of something you've been putting off because it's not perfect yet. Maybe it's a project. Maybe it's a goal. Maybe it's a conversation you need to have. Today, not tomorrow. Not next week. Take one imperfect action toward it. Send that email even if it's not perfectly worded. Start that workout even if you don't have the perfect plan. Post that video even if the lighting isn't perfect. Done is better than perfect. Always. Abby 6. Let go of comfort. Your comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. Let me tell you something about comfort. It's seductive. It feels safe. It feels familiar. But comfort is also where dreams go to die. Every single thing you want, the success, the growth, the transformation, it's all waiting for you on the other side of discomfort. And the longer you stay comfortable, the smaller your life becomes. You know why most people never change? Because change is uncomfortable. Growth is uncomfortable. Discipline is uncomfortable. Waking up early is uncomfortable. Having hard conversations is uncomfortable. Failing in front of others is uncomfortable. So people choose comfort, and they wonder why their lives never change. They wonder why they're stuck in the same place, year after year. But here's what comfort doesn't tell you: it has a price. And the price is your potential. The price is your dreams. The price is the life you could have lived if you had been brave enough to step outside that zone. Champions understand that temporary discomfort leads to permanent transformation. They embrace the struggle because they know that's where growth lives. This week, do something that scares you. Something that makes you uncomfortable. Maybe it's speaking up in a meeting. Maybe it's starting a difficult conversation. Maybe it's working out in public for the first time. Whatever it is, lean into that discomfort, feel the fear, and do it anyway. Because on the other side of that fear is a stronger, braver version of you. Accept. Let go of the need to control everything. Peace begins when you stop trying to control what was never yours to control in the first place. You're exhausted because you're trying to control everything: other people's opinions, other people's actions, outcomes you can't predict, circumstances you can't change. And here's what that need for control is really about. It's fear. Fear of the unknown. Fear of failure. Fear of disappointment. So you hold on tighter. You plan more. You stress more. And nothing changes except your stress level. Here's what you need to understand. There are only two things in this life you can control: your effort and your attitude. That's it. Everything else is out of your hands. You can't control whether people like you. You can't control whether your plans work out perfectly. You can't control the economy, the weather, or what happened yesterday. But you can control how hard you work, how you respond to setbacks, and the energy you bring to each day. The most peaceful people aren't the ones who have everything figured out. They're the ones who've learned to surrender what they can't control and focus on what they can. They trust the process. They trust themselves. They understand that not every storm is meant to be stopped. Some storms are meant to teach you how to dance in the rain. Identify one thing you've been trying to control that's causing you stress. Maybe it's someone else's behavior. Maybe it's an outcome you're attached to. Maybe it's the future. Today, practice letting it go. Say out loud, I release my need to control this. I will focus on what I can control: my effort and my attitude. Then, redirect that energy towards something you actually have power over. Your peace is waiting for you on the other side of surrender. Now you know the 7 things that are destroying your future. The question is, which one will you let go of today? Drop a comment below and tell me which one hit home for you. Let's build a community of people who are committed to breaking free. Let me leave you with this. Letting go isn't weakness. Letting go is power. It's the power to choose your future over your past. It's the power to choose growth over comfort. It's the power to choose peace over control. Everything you want in life, the success, the joy, the freedom, it's all waiting for you. But you can't grab it with your hands full of yesterday's baggage. You have 2 choices. Let go or be dragged. And I'm telling you right now, it's time to let go. Cut those chains. Release that weight. Step into the future. that's calling your name. Pick one thing from this video and start today. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until you feel ready. Start now. Start messy. Start afraid. But start. Start. Success doesn't happen overnight, but it starts today. You have the power to make it happen. One release at a time. One choice at a time. One bold step at a time. If this video spoke to you, don't keep it to yourself. Like it, share it with someone who needs to hear this message, and subscribe to this channel. Let's grow together. Let's break free together. Let's become unstoppable together. Now go. Let go. And watch your life transform.